Give me some.
Yes, my hair is currently yellow. I know it was green like 2 videos ago, but I'm gonna go back green soon. But it's yellow for right now, just for the moment. I'm gonna turn it back yellow, green light, yellow light. Hey guys, what's up, my thoughts, bottoms, and girls of the world? Kenneth here, and I am back for another video. As you can read below, this particular video is about this experience that I had with an Uber driver. This is probably one of the most embarrassing stories, but I was drunk, so that's my excuse for this. In the Truth or Dare video that I did with Daddy Number One, Rel, I had mentioned that I had this Uber driver experience, and that had reminded me that I need to hurry up and come tell this story while it was fresh on my mind. So here I am telling this story while it's fresh on my mind. If you missed that video, that Truth or Dare video, or the one after that, which was a Would You Rather with Daddy Number Two, and we on the search for Daddy Number Three, y'all, this is gonna be a real thing, the amazing search for the KenDolls father. Make sure you go watch some videos showing them plenty of love. If this is your first time watching me, please make sure you hit that subscribe button because you won't be disappointed. Y'all be watching, but y'all don't be subscribing. After you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up because that's just greatly appreciated, and it really does help me out a lot. After that, please be sure to turn on those notification bells because YouTube be playing all the time. I don't know what's going on with my views lately. I know y'all see it because I see it, and I'm just like, what is this? But it's whatever. I'll talk about all this in the mask time. That should be up within like 3 days. You can feel free to follow me on all social media networks. That is Instagram and Twitter at HeFlawless. The original, no underscores. Let's jump into this story. So this particular story takes place like this was last year. It was more than 2 months ago. It felt like it was 2 months ago. It takes place. No, me and that person was cool, so it had to take place. No, that was a while ago, like 6 months ago actually. It had to take place like 6 months ago. So in recent videos, I started to talk about LA, and what I was talking about, I believe, was the LA events. Okay, these companies love throwing events for like their product launches and stuff like that, as they should, because that's just how things work. You throw the event, the influencers come, and that spreads the word that there is some upcoming product launches or there's new product or something like that. Okay, that's just how it works. But what these companies love doing is they love having open bars. And when they say they have open bars, that just means it's a free drink all night. You can get whatever you want until this party is over with. And I personally don't know too many people that's gonna turn down a free drink. If you go turn down a free drink at an open bar, comment down below. I just don't know too many people like that, unless you just don't drink. I'm knocking stuff over. Unless you just don't drink alcohol. Now, I know some people that don't drink alcohol, but even then, they go get something from the bar. Having these open bars at these events, like these companies do, lead to these influences with the company's product, blah, 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 all on Instagram, Snapchats, and all those things, and it just spreads the word about these people's products. They get you with the open bars, and this all started with an open bar at a Knicks event. Speaking of a Knicks event, I do have a giveaway coming soon, and that's going to be on Kadiva channel. Okay, I'm gonna do the giveaway on Kadiva channel. So if you don't follow Kadiva, go follow Kadiva.
Leave that bitch alone and get a bitch like me. Leave that bitch alone and get a bitch like me. Leave her in the past and come in future on my ass. Like, leave that bitch alone and get a bitch like
Story,
me.
back to the open bar. So I was at this Knicks event and they had the open bar, and I was just getting super duper drunk, and it had got to the point where I was like white girl wasted. Like, I was running around drunk, I was knocking stuff over. Everybody at this party was drunk, and it was actually one of the funner events that I've been to in LA. Knicks really does know how to throw, a little cute situation. So that was that. But where the story really starts is when we was about to leave. So we get ready to leave. Me, a friend, and a friend of a friend. We was leaving to go to the next situation of a spot, which was, we were supposed to go to this club in LA called the Abbey. So I pick up my phone, and I dial a little Uber or whatever, drunk as all outdoors. I believe I typed in the wrong address or whatever, something like that. But the Uber man, he arrives or whatever, and he had ended up on the other side of the building. Hollywood is weird. LA is weird with parking, so Uber drivers really never know where to pick you up unless it's like a legit establishment. The establishment this party was at was in a different establishment. I'm making this story so much more complicated than what it has to be. Just please follow along. So the Uber man, he calls me or whatever, and I had already seen from the little picture. Y'all know I know y'all be looking at the picture of your Lyft and your Uber drivers too. I know you be like, oh, I hope he cute. I know y'all do it because I do it. And if y'all are a subscriber of mine, we do that together, okay? But I do it for everybody. I do it for the hood. I had already looked at the little picture and I already seen that he was some type of cute. So when he called me, y'all know you gotta put your little flirty voice on. He called me and I'm like, hello. And he like, yeah, I'm here, blah, 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 blah. And then my friend standing right there, we just all dying because I had the sex operator voice on. I'm like, yeah, hello. Hey. And he like, yeah, I'm right here. And I'm like, all right, come pick us up. And then he was like, I'm down the block or something like that. I was like, can you please just come around? And he was like, yeah, I got y'all. And then I was like, all right. I was like, and then I hung up the phone. Just like that. I was drunk, y'all. He eventually came and he picked us up or whatever. My friend and a friend of his had got in the back seat, and then I jumped in the front seat, and we were going to drop off the goodie bags that we had got from this party at home before going to the Abbey. So I had gave him our home address at the time. So we in the car or whatever. Remind you, I'm in the front seat, and I'm looking over to the left of me, and this man fine as the fuck. When I say he was fine, he was real cute. He was all manly, and he looked like a little daddy or whatever. And I usually have standards. I truly do, because usually I just would not do stuff like mess with Uber drivers and stuff. That's just not in unless they just that fine. And he actually was. He was that fine. It was a man, girl. It was a man. He was talking to me. He was flirting with me, and I was talking to him. But when I looked over at him, I don't know what had happened, but somehow his hand had ended up on my thighs. Remind you, I'm in the front seat. My friends in the back seat or whatever, they gagging at what's going on because me and him were literally having a full-blown conversation, flirting and the whole 9 yards. So we getting closer to home. Eventually, we arrived at the apartment complex that I used to live at or whatever. And I told my friend to bring my bag up with me because I was literally that drunk that I had no control over any of my thoughts. I mean, I did have some control over my thoughts because I could think enough to know that this man sitting next to me was fine. But basically, my friend and his friend, they went upstairs to drop off the bags, which left me and the Uber driver in a car alone, parked on the side of the road waiting for them. So we parked on the side of the road or whatever, and I just started looking at Mr. Uber driver, and he just started looking at me, and out of nowhere, his dick ended up outside of his pants, and I just started sucking. Now, I know that sounds like super duper bad because it's like a complete stranger, but I was drunk, and when I'm drunk, things happen, especially I was drunk on tequila. At that, I was drinking tequila, y'all. Do you know what tequila does to you? Do you know the outcome of tequila? Tequila affects everybody differently, and tequila gets me real wild and real loose. I'm in the front seat. He scooted the seat back. Oh, I'm exposing myself. Y'all probably really think that I'm like a hoe out here in these streets. I'm not. I just had a few nights that I had fun. I don't know how. So he put the seat back, and I'm sitting in front. And he just, I'm doing whatever. And while I'm doing all that, all I hear is, oh shit, from him. And I'm thinking he was about to come or whatever. He was saying, oh shit, because my friends was walking back up to the car. They got in the car and they was dying laughing because they said all they seen was me go up, his seat go up, and we in the front seat acting like nothing happened. Just picture this in your mind. I am really embarrassed, but I'm not embarrassed because my friend that was in the back seat, he was a hoe, so he understood. And he would have did it too if he was in the situation. I type in the next address, and when I type in the next address to the Abbey, we were going to a little bar or whatever. We were on the way, and at some point, I had realized how actually like drunk, I was. I told him to drop them off. 1, because I was too drunk, and 2, I really just wanted to go home with him. The Uber driver. He drops them off. I say bye to my friends or whatever. I'm like, I'll see you later. And we had headed back to my house. We get back home. I'm still drunk. The Uber driver had said, I knew he was going to say it. He had told me that he wanted to come upstairs. So I told him, all right, come upstairs with me. Uber driver parks the car or whatever. And we go upstairs. We passed up my other roommate at the time. And we went like straight to my room. Lights is off or whatever. Girls start touching on each other. Girls start feeling on each other. Girls start to get it popping. Girl, we was about to get it to popping. We was about to have a lot of fun. And then at some point, I don't know what happened again, but I came to my senses and I told him I just couldn't do it. And he was just like, he cool with that, but come here. And then we kept going. And then, oh, that's what really happened when you realize what really happened. Yeah, he thought I was a female the whole time. I forgot. Well, there's a title change for the story. He thought I was a female. He thought I was was a girl. That's what really happened. Cause I told when he just left abruptly, I told them it was because I didn't want to do nothing. Cause I was like, he ain't had no rubber or nothing. He did have a rubber. I don't know where that lie came from. I told my friends a lot. He thought I was a female. Wow, that's why he really left, when he felt my private parts, and he was like, oh nah, I don't think I can do this. And he got up and he left. I walked him down, or I walked him to the elevator. I hope he found his way home. He had to find his way home. The guy is I think I honestly still might have his number. I don't know what I saved it under, but I think I might have his number. You know, I don't know. That's the story. That's what happened with the Uber driver. So yeah, to close out the story about this Uber driver, he thought I was a girl, so he ended up leaving when he found out I was a boy. That's kind of fucked up. Yeah, that was pretty much it for that story. I had never seen him after that. I had never ran into him. I never got him as a Lyft driver or Uber driver. That was just one random ass night that happened. I threw up that night too. I threw up in my sleep. Yeah, that was a night. That was a night for the books. I had alcohol. I ain't drink like that in a long time. Anywho, I hope all of you guys enjoyed this particular story time. I had fun telling this story or whatever. I love all of you guys so much, and I will see all of my babies in the next video. As always, stay flawless.
Flawless.